we don't need anybody to be a superhero. We just need guys to be able to do their job to the best of their abilities. And, again, they're good players. It wouldn't surprise me if a couple of those guys, went off for double digits. Obviously, Terrence has been playing well. He's going to need to continue to play well for us and be assertive. But certainly Brecken and Charlie are good players too. And our guys off the bench, those guys can score, they can defend, and I think they've grown as the season's gone on, both physically and mentally. And we're excited about the opportunity here for us tonight. Yeah, looking forward to it. So, last question for you. Obviously, this game, neutral site game, but it was moved from Logan to UWL, bigger gym than you usually play in, obviously like a college atmosphere there. Does your preparation change at all, or is it just another basketball court? Or because you're playing in such a bigger gym? Now, obviously, you guys have experience in that earlier this season, so does that help a little bit when preparing to play in a bigger gym like that? For us, I'll be honest with you, we don't really worry about that a ton. Sure. I know some coaches do, and that's fine. Our approach is, we kind of found out through the years, that maybe you can make that a bigger deal than what it needs to be, and that can kind of be a distraction. For example, it was great. We played in the Illinois-Wisconsin border battle this year, and it was actually at a high school court down by Racine. But it wasn't until after the game the officials came over and said, hey, did you realize this was a college court? And we didn't. I mean, it was a prairie school, it's a high school. We just went in and played, and afterwards, and I said something to the guys, and they're like, "Oh yeah, coach, we didn't even realize." I said, "Okay, that's the way you got to play the games." So whether it's if it's high school court, whatever, just go and play. I mean, take care of what you can control, and don't worry about the other stuff. Exactly. Well, Coach Fergutt, thanks so much for joining us tonight on the pregame show, and good luck in this game against Onalaska. Okay, that sounds great. Thanks so much for having us on here.
All right, that's Coach Todd Fergutt of the Central Red Raiders. He is leading this team in at 19-5. The Central Red Raiders have beat Menominee and New Richmond last weekend in the first two rounds to win the region. And then Onalaska, of course, the number one seed in the bracket, Central number 2. Onalaska beat Holman and Black River Falls in their first two rounds of the tournament. So we are getting set for basketball here at Logan High School. It's a neutral site game. I know I said in the interviews it was at UWL. It was moved this morning to Logan. It was originally at Logan. Then they went to UWL. Now that they're having the smaller crowd here, they are doing it at Logan High School. That's where we are, and we're going to get set for basketball. So glad you could join us for this sectional semifinal game between the number 1 team in the state, Onalaska, and the number 3 team in the state, Central Red Raiders. Basketball is next, right here on WKTY.
Think back to when you were growing up. There's things you remember about your house, like the living room where your parents made you pose for that prom picture, or the driveway where they tossed you the keys to your first car. Let Julie DeLapp of Century 21 help you make new memories in your new home.
I'm Julie DeLapp, your Century 21 realtor and a Central High School graduate. Go Raiders! Buying or selling, I'll help you bring home that win. Give me a call at Century 21.
It's reassuring having somebody come into your home that knows what they're doing.
Get a complete electrical head-to-toe and expert electrical service from Mr. Electric with a free home safety checkup. Mr. Electric will do a visual inspection of things like the electric panel and service, GFI outlets, smoke alarms, even old knob and tube wiring. You'll get a quote on the spot and prioritization list so you know your home and your family are safe.
Expert electrical service, Mr. Electric.
Performance is always number 1 with any Bobcat machine, and the new compact tractors are no exception. With the new line of compact tractors ranging from 21 to 58 horsepower, built for ranch, farm, and property owners like you. Choose from open cab or enclosed cab models that help you stay productive year-round. New Bobcat compact tractors deliver the legendary performance your work demands. Stop in to Bobcat of the Coulee Region today for a demo, or visit them at bobcatofthecouleeregion.com.
Bobcat of the Coulee Region. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your train cover specialist. Bagnevsky.
Your parka looks good on you outside. Inside, not so much. If your furnace isn't keeping you warm, it could be maintenance time. Call Bagnevsky Heating for a cleaning or repair. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, La Crosse's train comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train.
Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your train cover specialist. Bagnevsky.
Power in numbers is more than just a catchphrase. It's a way of building community, a promise we make that reminds us all of how much we need each other. At your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, we are your energy community, and the power we provide is much more than a way to keep the lights on. It's how you plug into the friends and neighbors that make up your local co-op. That means co-op members aren't just customers, they're family, working together to create a different kind of power network, one that puts members first. And because Touchstone Energy Cooperatives is a national network of local cooperatives, you're connected to a community of people with a common goal. From farms to front yards, from cattle ranches to cul-de-sacs, Touchstone Energy Cooperatives energize local communities with the power and information they need to build a better energy future for themselves and their members. Sure, you can go it alone, but there's power in numbers. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source of power and information.
Dairyland Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source of power and information.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I get frustrated when I see people who have the ability to win and they don't win.
That's the money man, Bruce Smolik, president of Firefighters Credit Union.
Well, you know, it takes money to make money. Well, the little man can never get ahead, or the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. If you listen to statements like this and you believe them, you're really not ever going to win. You have the ability to change what's going on. So stop giving yourself built-in excuses to fail at this money game, because you have the ability to win. You can win, and we can help you.
Firefighters Credit Union, 5th Avenue South, La Crosse, Amy Drive, Holman, Midwest Drive, Onalaska, and more info on the web at myfirecu.org/blog. Equal housing lender. Membership eligibility required. Deposits federally insured by NCUA.
And welcome back to Logan High School for this sectional semifinal game between the Onalaska Hilltoppers and 1 seed in this part of the bracket against the number 2 seed, Central. It is Onalaska Central round 3. Starting lineups here tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers going to start with Carson Arns, the 6'5 senior. Tyrell Stutley, the 6'5 senior. Also, Sam Kick, the junior. 6'2 junior, I should say. Also, number 13, the junior, 6'11, Gavin McGrath for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, as well as number 10, Dakota Mantle, the senior, 6-foot senior. For the Central Red Raiders, it'll be number 3, Brackett Austin, the 6'4 senior. Number 5, 6'5 senior, Johnny Davis. And also starting for the Central Red Raiders, announced in front of me here, senior 6'6", Charlie Misavage. And number 21, also a senior, Terrence Thompson, 6'7 senior. And number 23, 6'5 senior, Jordan Davis. Those are your starting lineups tonight here at Logan High School for this sectional semifinal game. It's funny, they announced the two teams just a couple of moments ago before the Star Spangled Banner, and they said the winner of this game may travel to Wapaka on Saturday for the sectional final. We don't know what's next with what's going on in the world right now. So, you know, this could be the final game for these seniors. It definitely could be. It is definitely possible, and we shall see. But I think, a lot of people hope that the state tournament continues and the state playoffs continue, but we shall see. Central, Onalaska, it's time for the tip-off at center court. Johnny Davis will be tipping it off along with Tyrell Stutley, the two stars, two big men. Here we go. We are set for basketball here at Logan High School. Round 3, Onalaska won the first two, and Central gets the tip here tonight. Jordan Davis will bring it across the timeline for the Red Raiders in front of me. Left side, he gets it to Brecken Austin. Right side of Charlie Misavage. Now looking for Austin, gets it top of the key. Setting up their offense, gets to Johnny Davis. Left side of Jordan Davis. He's going to stop and go and threw it to Johnny. Johnny slipped. The ball went out of bounds, and it's going to be Onalaska basketball. Johnny Davis just slipped and fell. Nothing you can really do about that. And so the Onalaska Hilltoppers take over after Jordan Davis tried to get it to his brother, and it didn't quite work. All right, bring it down the floor is Dakota Mantle. He gets it to Sam Kick. Back to Dakota Mantle. Back to Sam Kick. Back to Dakota Mantle. Mantle on the right side for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Back to Sam Kick. Guarded by Austin. Now right side to Mantle. Central communicating on defense. Gets it back to Mantle. Mantle into McGrath. Back to Mantle. Thought about the three. Gets to Kick for a three. That's good. Sam Kick for three. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers score first. It's 3-0 Onalaska in this sectional semifinal game. Jordan Davis gets it to Johnny Davis left side. Guarded by Tyrell Studney. Now they switch. Sam Kick on him. Get it to Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin right side of Charlie Misavage into Terrence Thompson on the right block. He's going to post up for two. You bet you go. Get you for Terrence Thompson. It's 3-2 Onalaska. Terrence Thompson had 26 points in the game on Saturday against New Richmond. Onalaska brings it down. Right side, Sam Kick. Back to Dakota Mantle. Now back to Sam Kick. These two like to play catch near the top. And now Dakota Mantle with it. He gets it left side for three. That one's off the rim. No good by Carson Arns. And a rebound by the Central Red Raiders. Johnny Davis brings it across, and he is fouled. The foul is going to be called on Dakota Mantle of the Onalaska Hilltoppers. It'll be his first. So the Central Red Raiders will inbound in front of the Onalaska bench. One of the assistant coaches not too happy for the Central Red Raiders, as maybe they're not executing exactly how they want to. They get it into Terrence Thompson. Terrence Thompson with the basketball. Gets it out to Johnny. To Charlie Misavage. Brecken Austin now to Jordan. On the left side, gets it into Cutting. Johnny in the lane. Now he gets it to Terrence Thompson, who lost it, gets it back, puts it up and in. Terrence Thompson has the first four for the Central Red Raiders, and it's 4-3 Central. Dakota Mantle across the timeline for the Hilltoppers. Gets it to Sam Kick on the right side. Guarded by Jordan. Gets it to Dakota Mantle. Back to Sam Kick. Back to Mantle on the left side. Gets to Tyrell Studley, who's been non-existent so far. Sam Kick into Kevin McGrath. Back to Sam Kick. Right side to Carson Arns. Back to Sam Kick. Sam Kick just beyond the three-point line. Now hands it off to Dakota Mantle, top of the key. He's guarded by Brecken Austin. They give it to Sam Kick, who gets it into McGrath. Back to Dakota Mantle for three. He swishes it. Nothing but net for Dakota Mantle. Onalaska's got a couple of tray balls. It's 6-4 Onalaska early going. It's at 15:35 to go in this first half. Jordan Davis gets it to Johnny Davis. He's for three. You betcha. Nothing but net. Smooth as silk for Johnny. It's 7-6 Central. First points of the night for Johnny Davis. 15:20 to go in the first half. Sam Kick with the basketball. Guarded by Johnny, gets to Dakota Mantle, right side to Carson Arns, gets it into Tyrell Studley. Tyrell trying to get it, it's intercepted to Johnny Davis across the timeline to Jordan, who puts it up, and he gets the layup, gets the friendly roll. Jordan Davis for two, and it's 9-6 Central. Sam Kick with the basketball, gets to Dakota Mantle. Back to Sam Kick, top of the key, back to Dakota Mantle. 9-6 Central, early going in this sectional semifinal game from Logan. For as small of a crowd as we have, they are boisterous so far. Dakota Mantle gets it right side of Gavin McGrath in the corner. Back to Dakota Mantle. Mantle guarded by Jordan Davis. Onalaska trying to set something up offensively. Dakota gets to Tyrell Studley near the baseline. Back to Dakota Mantle, top of the key to Sam Kick. Sam drives, gets to Gavin McGrath. Going to go to work on Terrence Thompson. Now back out to Sam Kick. Kick right side to Dakota Mantle. Back to Sam Kick. Sam Kick going to drive in the lane. Puts it up. No foul. And he gets the roll. Sam Kick for two. And Sam Kick has five. It's 9-8. Central Red Raiders with the basketball. It's Jordan Davis. Gets to Johnny in front of me here near the baseline here. Now it's Brecken Austin, right side to Johnny Davis. Gets to Terrence Thompson on the right post. Trying to make his move. Does on Gavin McGrath. Kicks it out to an open Brecken Austin for three, and he nails it. Nothing but net. It's 12-8 Central. Brecken Austin for three. His first points of the evening. Central up by 4, 13:50 to go in this first half. Sam Kick nearly loses it, gets into Gavin McGrath, out to Dakota Mantle, top of the key for the Hilltoppers. Gavin McGrath all the way open. Sam Kick for three from the corner. It's an air ball. Johnny Davis comes out of there with it for the Red Raiders. He's across the free throw line and loses his footing and loses the basketball. They're going to say a travel on Johnny Davis. He was going 100 miles an hour into 3 defenders and just lost his footing. A couple times that Johnny Davis has lost his footing tonight. So keep an eye on that. Charlie Misavage checks out. Coming in is Devon Fielding for the Red Raiders. Onalaska continues with their 5 starters on the floor. 13:25 to go first half. Central up 12-8 on Onalaska in this sectional semifinal game. Sam Kick gets it left side of Carson Arns, all the way across to Dakota Mantle in the corner. Gets it into McGrath for 2. That's too strong. Terrence Thompson comes out of there with the rebound. And Jordan Davis across the timeline for the Red Raiders. Top of the key gets it to Johnny Davis. Gets to Devon Fielding. Top of the key, they have another substitution. Noah Compton is in. And it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to remain with Central. Jordan trying to get it to Terrence Thompson, and Terrence says, that's on me. Coming in for Onalaska is going to be Victor Desmond. Checking out is McGrath. Jordan Davis will inbound in front of the Onalaska bench. 12:58 to go first half. Central up 12-8 on Onalaska. Central has started with about a 10-point lead in both of the games that they against the Onalaska Hilltoppers this season, but both of them Onalaska came back and won. Terrence Thompson in the left post gets it out to Compton, to Devon Fielding, to Jordan Davis on the far side. Jordan into a cutting Compton for 2. Good. Noah Compton with his first bucket of the evening, and it's 14-8. Central opens up a 6-point lead. Dakota Mantle with the basketball, top of the key for the Hilltoppers. Right side to Tyrell Stutley. Back to Mantle, to Victor Desmond. Desmond guarded by Compton, to the top of the key, going to drive. Now kick out to Dakota Mantle. Dakota driving in the paint, now gets it to Tyrell Stutley. We have a foul. I think it's going to be called on Noah Compton. It is. That's his first. Team's first. And we're going to have some free throws here as a shooting foul, apparently. Tyrell Stutley will go to the line. 14-8, 12:22 to go first half. From Logan High School, he misses the first free throw. Tyrell Stutley hasn't scored yet tonight. Almost 6 minutes into this one. Sectional semifinal game here at Logan High School. Was going to be at UWL. Now the missed second free throw, then they switched it back to Logan. So here we are with 250 others. The media, and then the limit of 250, including coaches, fans, and players. Jordan Davis with the basketball for Central. Top of the key to Compton. Going to fake, now gets it left side to Terrence Thompson in the post. Now gets it all the way out to Fielding for 3. You betcha, go get you. Central is hot from downtown, and the Hilltoppers have to call a timeout. Devon Fielding nailing the 3. The Red Raiders are pumped up, and they've opened up a 9-point lead in this sectional semifinal. 30-second break. 30-second break, 12 minutes to go in the half. 17-8 Central. You're listening to the sectional semifinal on WKTY.
Phone's ringing. It's time and money in regard to your business. Any interest? Sounds pretty good. With 5 Star Telecom's hosted phone service, you'll spend less time keeping your system updated. Most experience an 18% reduction in maintenance cost and manage add-ons along the way. Time to upgrade. Book a free hosted phone service consultation. Find what fits your business. Stay connected with 5 Star Telecom.
We're your connection. 5 Star Telecom.
And welcome back to Logan High School. The Central Red Raiders with a 17-8 lead on Onalaska. 9-point lead already. Onalaska 23-1. We beat Central both times. And Central, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder early. They know that they want to come out here and they want to beat these Onalaska Hilltoppers and get a chance to do so. And so far they've done well. Pass inside but tipped away, and Onalaska will retain possession. So far, just Onalaska's Central, the Central Red Raiders have been aggressive. They've been aggressive on all parts. They're getting open shots. They're making open shots. And it's been impressive so far what Central's been able to do. Sam Kick with the basketball after the inbound. 17-8 Central. Dakota Mantle directing the offense. Directs Carson Arns to go to the far side. Carson Arns hasn't scored yet tonight. Sam Kick to Carson Arns, and he throws it to the backcourt. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, and I think it's going to be Central basketball. Coach Cole is irate on the Onalaska sideline. It was kicked out. apparently by the Central Red Raiders. Coach Cole cannot believe it. Jordan Davis is going to inbound for the Red Raiders. Jordan gets it all the way back to the backcourt to Devon Fielding, and he'll bring it up across the timeline. Gets it to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis gets it to Noah Compton, top of the key, right side of Fielding. Central Red Raiders with a 17-8 lead in the basketball. Devon Fielding gets to Jordan Davis. Gets to Compton. Compton with the basketball. Going to pass it to Devon Fielding. Gets it right side to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis looking for someone to pass to. Gets to Compton. Makes a move. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan inside the three-point line. Now gets it to Johnny for two. Good. Johnny, nothing but net. Post up two for Johnny. He's got 5 so far. 19-8 Central. Central's been incredibly balanced tonight. All right, Carson Arns gets it to Dakota Mantle. Mantle gets to Carson Arns. Now back to Dakota Mantle on the left side. Mantle gets it into Desmond. Desmond for two. Over Terrence Thompson. Impressive for Victor Desmond. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers cut it to a 9-point deficit. It's 19-10. Onalaska on the defensive side. Central with the basketball. Jordan Davis into Compton, who's cutting for two. Good. The Central Red Raiders are on fire right now. They are doing just exceptionally offensively. They're running plays. They're making baskets. They're making their shots. They look like a team with an absolute chip on their shoulder. Onalaska, Dakota Mantle, the Sam Kick, trying to match that intensity, down by 11. Dakota Mantle into Stutley for two. Good. And they go inside to Tyrell Stutley, who's got his first basket. It's 21-12 with 9:45 to go in this first half. Central with the basketball. Noah Compton on the right side. Johnny Davis now top of the key, left side to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis gets it back to Johnny for three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound Sam Kick. And Onalaska finally with a defensive stop. They gets it to Tyrell Stutley, and Tyrell is stripped. And Johnny comes out of there with it. And he gets it all the way across to Devon Fielding. Thought about the three, drives baseline, puts it up for two, and good. Devon Fielding cuts to the basket. He's got 5, and it's 23-12 Central with 9:13 to go in the first half. Central Red Raiders, another impressive offensive possession. Dakota Mantle on the left side for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, gets to Carson Arns. Right side to Sam Kick. Into Desmond. Back to Dakota Mantle. Gets it into Tyrell Stutley for two. That's blocked. No good. Terrence Thompson was there. And Jordan Davis will bring it down for the Red Raiders. Under 9 to play, first half. Johnny gets to Terrence Thompson. Right side for two. Good. Terrence for two. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers have to call a timeout. Terrence Thompson's got 6. Central's got a 25-12 lead. And just like the first two meetings, the Onalaska Hilltoppers are going to have to come back. We are going to take a 30-second break here from Logan High School. It is 25-12 Central over Onalaska. You're listening to the sectional semifinal on WKTY.
New sources of power that help heat your homes and keep businesses thriving. Up-to-the-minute knowledge that brings about new ways of being efficient that saves you and your family money. Because of you, Touchstone Energy Cooperatives are constantly seeking new solutions. Great things lie ahead, and what's here today has never been better.
Dairyland Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source of power and information.
Welcome back to Logan High School, where the Central Red Raiders have opened up a 25-12 lead on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We've seen time and time again this Onalaska team come back against Central, so they know how to do it, but will they be able to against a Central team that's playing with a lot of fire, a lot of heart so far tonight? We'll have to see. Onalaska to inbound, checking in for the first time for the Onalaska Hilltoppers is Evan Gamoki, and he'll bring it down across the timeline. Gavin McGrath also in for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Desmond out there, Sam Kick with the basketball. They throw it tipped out of bounds by Central. And it'll stay with the Onalaska Hilltoppers. 8:34 to go, first half. Onalaska with the basketball. Evan Gamoki with it in the backcourt. Going to take it across the timeline. Right side to Carson Arns. Back to Evan Gamoki. To Sam Kick, to Evan Gamoki. Right side to Carson Arns. Now to Kick. Right side to Arns. Arns gets the pass to Kick. Now in the corner to Gamoki. Thought about the three. Back to Kick. Right side to Arns. Into an open Desmond. Thought about it. Now kicks it out to Arns. Arns back to Desmond. Victor Desmond with the basketball. Out to Carson Arns. Arns beyond the three-point line. Onalaska with the basketball. Evan Gamoki has to reset. Central loving their defense right now. Sam Kick with the basketball. Kick all the way across to an open Carson Arns. That's no good on the three. Brecken Austin the rebound. Gets to Jordan Davis, who will slow it down for Central. Across the timeline. Gets it right side to Devon Fielding. In front of the on a bench. Gets to Brecken Austin to Johnny Davis. Back to Brecken Austin to Jordan Davis, who gets to Devon Fielding. Fielding inside to Johnny in the lane for two. Across two defenders, no good. Sam kicked the rebound, and the Hilltoppers bring it up with pace. Nice behind-the-back move. Gets it to right side to Desmond. Back to Sam Kick, top of the key. Kick gets to Carson Arns. Back to Sam Kick. Back to Carson Arns. Carson Arns. The Onalaska Hilltoppers love to play catch right beyond that three-point line there. But now Carson Arns with the basketball. Right at the three-point line, gets to McGrath, tipped away. Jordan tipped it away. Brecken Austin back to Jordan. Central Red Raiders get it into Johnny. Johnny corrals it, but he stepped out of bounds. Johnny immediately knew to console his brother after that missed pass, so they high-five, and we're back to basketball here. Onalaska Hilltoppers with the basketball. Evan Gamoki brings it up. Tyrell Stutley back in now for Onalaska. Sam Kick gets a break. Carson Arns to Evan Gamoki. 25-12 Central, 6:45 to go. And we have a bad pass that is out of bounds. Dakota Mantle going in. Coach Cole not happy with the sloppiness so far of his team. As Central will also check in a couple of players. Compton will check in along with Terrence Thompson. Masavich and Fielding check out for the Red Raiders. Jordan Davis will inbound it. 25-12. Central with the lead. Both teams only with one foul. This has been not a foul-ridden game by any stretch. Terrence Thompson, top of the key. Terrence Thompson, right side to Brecken Austin. Into Jordan Davis. It's tipped away, and who are they going to call it on? They're going to say Onalaska ball. Good defense there by Onalaska. Their defense has been stifling this year. Their about average margin of victory is about 25 points. I mean, their defense is absolutely fantastic. So far, it hasn't been as great, but shows that, you know, they can come back. That is a very big reason they were able to come back in both of the games against Central, was the fact that their defense can buckle down at any moment. Of course, Central has some great scorers as well, so that matchup is going to be terrific as we progress through this basketball game. Victor Desmond tried to get it to Tyrell Stutley. It's going to be out of bounds, Central basketball. So the Onalaska Hilltoppers, another turnover, and the Central Red Raiders will bring it down. Not a team that usually commits a lot of turnovers are the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Jordan gets it across to Noah Compton. Back to Jordan. Left side to Brecken Austin. Gets it to Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis back to Brecken Austin to Noah Compton. Between the circles. Gets to Jordan Davis. Back to Noah Compton. Top of the key. Now calls for Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin gets it into Terrence Thompson for two. Book it. Terrence Thompson with a nice pass from Brecken Austin. It's 27-12. Terrence Thompson's got 8 to lead the Central Red Raiders and the game. How about that? He's staying hot. Johnny Davis said they need to get the ball more to Terrence Thompson, and they've done so far tonight. And it has worked. Carson Arns with the basketball on the right side. Gets to Evan Gamoki, now gets to Dakota Mantle, who sets the offense. Central setting their defense as well. Terrence Thompson saying, somebody guard Carson Arns. He's open, and he's going to take a three, and he missed it off the back iron. Johnny Davis with the rebound, and the Red Raiders will bring it down slowly. Under 5 to play in this first half. Central Red Raiders with a 27-12 lead on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Brecken Austin, left side to Jordan Davis. Guarded by Victor Desmond. Gets it between the circles to Brecken Austin. Right side to Johnny. Gets to Noah Compton. Back to Johnny Davis, down to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis looking for Noah, cutting Compton, who makes a move for two. Good. Noah Compton off the bench for 6. And the Red Raiders, they've got a 29-12 lead. And they're fired up. 4:27 to go. We'll take a 60-second break. 29-12 Central with a 17-point lead in this sectional semifinal. We'll be right back. You're listening to high school basketball on WKTY.
If you weren't listening to Mornings with Dave and Grady, you missed out on this.
Okay, how about that? It's as unwanted as it would be for the for the other side.
Yeah, but don't worry, you aren't getting a lawsuit from me or anything, and no movement is happening if you give me a hug. I mean, I'll just kind of brush it off. And I'm a man, I'm okay with
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, just move
a man
on.
over 40, we know what happens there. And, of course, there's no lawsuit. That costs money.
Yeah, that costs
So just don't hug him because it's like pinching the ass of a waitress. It's not wanted.
Yeah, just don't hug
Don't
me,
touch his shoulders and don't pet his beard.
Thank you for that PSA.
You're welcome.
All of that.
We used to have somebody that thought that would be a fun idea for people to come and assault you physically.
Well, we didn't
in
used
public.
to. We still have that person that thinks that would be an awesome idea for people to touch me and stuff. I'm like, don't touch me. I don't like being touched.
Friends is a big fan of the show.
Yeah, I know.
Join us for Mornings with Dave and Scrady from 6 to 9 on WKTY 96.7 FM, 580 AM.
Welcome back to Logan High School, where the Central Red Raiders and Onalaska Hilltoppers battling it out in this sectional semifinal. Onalaska finds themselves down 17 with the basketball. Tyrell Stutley in the lane for two. Blocked. Terrence Thompson. Johnny Davis comes out of there with it. Terrence Thompson has been a beast inside for both offense and defense for the Red Raiders. Jordan Davis, right side to Brecken Austin. Now to Johnny. Johnny, left side to Devon Fielding. Fielding gets the top of the key between the circles to Brecken Austin. Now to Johnny. Johnny back to Brecken Austin, setting up his offense with 3:48 to go in this first half. Brecken Austin with the basketball. Try to get it into Jordan Davis. Tipped around and out of bounds. Central retains it. Dakota Mantle taking a hard fall to the floor. A little slow to get up. Collided with Terrence Thompson. Jordan Davis will inbound for Central. And he gets it into Johnny. Johnny Devon Fielding. Right side to Brecken Austin. Back to Devon Fielding. Now to Jordan Davis. Jordan guarded by Sam Kick. Gets it top of the key to Brecken Austin. Now to Devon Fielding. Devon inside the three-point line for two. That's going to rim out. And the offensive board for Terrence. And he puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Gavin McGrath. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers will bring it down across the Tyrell Stutley as they hurry it up. Gets it to Dakota Mantle. Left side to Sam Kick. To Carson Arns. Thought about the three. Terrence Thompson crashing. Gets it to Dakota Mantle. Back to Carson Arns. To Dakota Mantle. Mantle with the basketball across to Carson Arns in the corner. Heavily guarded by Terrence Thompson and Brecken Austin. Now he gets it out to Dakota Mantle. Resets. Back to Carson. Thought about the three. Gets it into Tyrell Stutley for two. Good. Johnny Davis tried to take the offensive foul. It didn't work. Tyrell Stutley for two. He's got four. And Johnny across the timeline gets it to Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin with the basketball. 29-14. Onalaska has to tighten up their defense and score a nice chunk here for halftime to get it within single digits. They're down by 15. Devon Fielding to Terrence Thompson, top of the key. Gets to Johnny Davis. Central in no hurry here. Setting their offense nice and slowly. Devon Fielding gets to Jordan Davis. Gets it into Terrence Thompson, who's guarded by the 7-foot McGrath. Brecken Austin, right side to Johnny Davis. Back to Brecken Austin. Back to Johnny. Into Jordan for a post up two. Good. Jordan Davis for two. He's got four. His second bucket of the evening. It's 31-14 Central. Dakota Mantle across the timeline gets to Sam Kick. Kick to Tyrell Stutley. Back to Mantle. Right side to Arns. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Sam Kick into Stutley on the baseline. Kicks it out to an open Mantle for three. Good. Nothing but net for Dakota Mantle. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers 6-foot senior has 2 threes tonight for 6 points. It's 31-17. Central with a 14-point lead. Thanks to all those watching on our video stream tonight, WKTYsports.com/video. Also on the app. Plenty of ways to watch. It gets to Jordan Davis. It's tipped around. Johnny. No good. Looking for the foul. Didn't get it. Dakota Mantle comes out of there with it. Puts it up for two. Wild shot. No good. Offensive board. No. Taken away by Brecken Austin. And Jordan will slow it down for Central. 31-17. A minute 15 to go in the first half. Central has played a seemingly very well first half. Not seemingly. A very well first half. A minute 08 to go in this first half. Jordan Davis with the basketball. Gets to Terrence Thompson. Terrence Thompson near half court. Gets back to Jordan Davis. Watching a fantastic basketball game between two fantastic teams. Jordan Davis gets to Johnny. Johnny trying to find somebody. Didn't find anybody. Found Dakota Mantle. The Hilltoppers in for two. Wild shot. No good. Rebound stripped away. No foul. Tyrell Stutley tried to strip away the ball, and he was called for the foul. So Tyrell Stutley, his first foul, team second with 47.1 seconds left in this first half. And Jordan will get it in to Brecken Austin, who gives it back to Jordan. He'll bring it down for the Red Raiders. 40 seconds left in the first half here at Logan High School in the sectional semifinal. Gets to Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis will sit with it. 30 seconds left. Onalaska playing a little bit of pressure defense here to try to force him into a shot. Gets to an open fielding. He's going to crash to the free throw line. Now gets it out to Johnny. 21 seconds left. They try to take the final shot. Jordan standing with it. Gets it to Johnny. 16 seconds left. Gets it back to Jordan. Little game of catch between the two bros. Jordan Davis with the basketball near half court. 10 seconds. Gets it underneath the legs of Stutley to Johnny. Back to Jordan. Jordan with 5 seconds left in the half. Jordan gets it out to Brecken Austin for three at the buzzer. No good. And that will be the end of the first half here at Logan High School in this sectional semifinal, where the Central Red Raiders have opened up a 14-point halftime lead after losing both of the first meetings against the Onalaska Hilltoppers. One game by 9, one game by 6. They've come out with a chip on their shoulder, and they've had an impressive first half. Again, the score, Central 31, Onalaska 17. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, and give you the first half stats. You're listening to high school basketball on WKTY.
If it's fun, if it's awesome, or if it involves some type of ball, yay, sports team! There's a pretty good chance we got a bus trip for that. Check out RadioStuffStore.com, well, anytime, and see what's available. Concerts, check. Major sporting events, check. Awesome things to do and see, check. We got it all covered. We'll take care of the tickets, we'll take care of the driving, we'll take care of the parking, we'll take care of it all. These trips make excellent gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, hey, whatever. Find out where we can take you at RadioStuffStore.com.
Recognize that sound? That's your heart racing when law enforcement catches you for drunk driving. Truth is, it's happening more and more these days. Cops are cracking down all across America. If you drive drunk, it's more likely than ever you will get caught and you will be arrested. So don't take any chances. If you're drunk, do not get behind the wheel. And maybe you could avoid feeling like this. Drunk driving, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Welcome back to Logan High School, where the Central Red Raiders, with a 31-17 lead at halftime over the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We started out with kind of an eerie feeling when we walked into the Logan Fieldhouse here tonight, with there being a limited crowd and the curtain down. Only one side of the gym has fans, but once the game gets going, you don't even think about that stuff, and it's all about basketball. Central with a nice first half. They've got a 31-17 lead. Let's look at some of the halftime stats. Terrence Thompson leads all scorers with 8. 6 for Noah Complin, 5 for Johnny Davis, 5 for Devon Fielding, 4 for Jordan Davis, and 3 for Brecken Austin. For the Onalaska Hilltoppers, they're led by Dakota Mantle. He's got 6 on 2 tray balls, 5 for Sam Kick, 4 for Tyrell. The rematch, round 3, I should say. Central with a 31-17 halftime lead over Onalaska. Take a break for ABC News and be back. You're listening to high school basketball on WKTY.
From ABC News. It's called social distancing, and it's becoming the norm in more places as the threat from COVID-19 spreads nationwide. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio banning gatherings of 500 people or more.
The vast majority of people who are afflicted, thank God, will survive and will fully recover. But it is going to be a long, painful episode.
Broadway theaters dark for the rest of the month with cases in California on the rise. Walt Disney Company closing some parks starting this weekend. ABC's Alex Stone in Los Angeles.
Governor Gavin Newsom is applauding Disney's decision to shut down its California parks, saying that Disney is doing the right thing in the interest of public health. Governor Newsom says to expect more announcements like the one coming from Disney from other places very shortly. Disney is a parent company of ABC News.
It's game over for NCAA sports for the rest of the year, including March Madness. Villanova head coach Jay Wright telling ESPN his players understand why.
They were obviously disappointed, but they're intelligent young men. That they understand that this is a serious national issue.
Major League Soccer and the NHL suspending play. Major League Baseball says it will delay the start of its regular season by at least 2 weeks. ABC's Chuck Sievertson with reaction from Wall Street.
It's the worst drop for the Dow Industrial since the 1987 crash. Trading was stopped again today early on during a morning plunge, and at the close, the broad S&P 500 index joined the Dow in bear market territory. The S&P closing 9.5% lower, losing over 200 points in a day. The Dow losing 10% for the day, down more than 2,300 points. The Nasdaq index is on track for its worst week since 2001, down over 700 points.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is going to suspend worship services worldwide. U.S. airstrikes on Iraqi targets, the U.S. Pentagon confirming it. It's in retaliation, it says, for this week's attack on a base that houses coalition troops, which killed 3 service members, 2 of them American, 1 British. You're listening to ABC News.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss. Does the sound of guaranteed income have you thinking about buying an annuity? Find out why Fisher Investments considers annuities about as attractive as a migraine, with their nosebleed level fees, no easy way out once you're in them, and other pitfalls. If you have $500,000 or more, call Fisher at 1-800-885-7733 for your free guide, Annuity Insights. 1-800-885-7733. It's your retirement. Know what to ask.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Leveling with the British Prime Minister, the British public rather, Prime Minister Johnson delivering a tough message saying the fight against the coronavirus in the coming months will be difficult.
Striking a somber tone, Boris Johnson says,
"This is the worst public health crisis for a generation."
Compared to the normal seasonal flu, the Prime Minister says COVID-19 is simply more dangerous. And sadly,
many more families are going to lose loved ones before their time.
As to progression here, UK scientific advisors say it's about 4 weeks behind the current rates now seen in Italy. Tom Rivers, ABC News, London.
Several more big movies are postponing their release dates over coronavirus concerns.
I used to live my life a quarter mile at a time. But things change.
Things are changing, all right. Fast and Furious 9 was supposed to open worldwide in May. Now it's moving to April of next year. That'll take a huge chunk out of 2020's box office receipts. Fast 8 earned over $1.2 billion in 2017. Also moving.
What is going on?
Quiet Place 2, which was supposed to open next weekend. No new date for the horror suspense film. And the comedy The Lovebirds will also fly away from its April 3rd slot. Jason Nathanson, ABC News. Hollywood.
The virus has been slow to spread in Africa, but cases are increasing on the continent, with South Africa reporting 17 confirmed infections Thursday, including the first transmitted locally. This is ABC News.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
Reams and reams of reasons to come on in.
Right now at Staples, you'll save big on reams and reams of paper.
Whether you only need a little...
A ream of True Red printer paper is just $4.99. You save $2.
Or when you need a little more.
A 5-ream case is only $19.99. You save $10.
So I guess you could say ream and reams of reasons to come in. Staples, where there's a whole lot more in store.
In store only, ends 3/14/20 while supplies last.
Daria Albinger, ABC News.
If you're a fan of Wisconsin sports, then don't miss the Bill Michaels Show on WKTY. From border to border, we've got Wisconsin sports covered. Packers, Brewers, Badgers, Bucks. We'll bring you the latest on your favorite team along with expert guests. And we'll make some time for your opinions as well. Just give us a call. The Bill Michaels Show, weekday afternoons from 11 to 2 on Western Wisconsin's sports leader, WKTY, 96.7 FM, 580 AM.
Welcome back to Logan High School for this sectional semifinal between the Central Red Raiders and Onalaska Hilltoppers. Hunter Baumgart with you. Super happy to be with you. Super happy that we could play this basketball game tonight. Obviously, there's not been a lot of... as a basketball comes and rattles my cage. We're good. But there's not been a lot of basketball going on in the world. March Madness, of course, canceled. NBA suspending their season. So good to have basketball. And once the teams get going, you don't even think about any of the other stuff, right? So we've got a Central Red Raider lead, 31-17. They came out firing on all cylinders, opened up a 29-12 lead. Little 5-2 run at the end of the half, secured a 14-point deficit for Onalaska. But Coach Cole's got to make some halftime adjustments. They were not able to really score the ball particularly well on the Central defense, and they've got to tighten up their defense. Terrence Thompson going to work once again. He had 26 points against New Richmond. He also had a double-double against Menominee, and this week said, we're ready to stick it to those guys. We're not losing to them 3 times in a row, so it's going to be fun. And so far, he's taken that attitude onto the floor. So we are set for the second half of this WIAA sectional semifinal. And we are getting set to inbound. Carson Arns, here we go. Winner plays either Hortonville or Mosinee in Wapaka on Saturday. And now we have a foul. Don't want to spread misinformation either, but I did just look at this for the first time on my sheet here. It does say Wisconsin Rapids on the Boys State Tournament Division II bracket, so I'm not sure if that is outdated. I'm not sure what's going on there, if that's old or not. It does say it was updated today. So I'm not sure if maybe it is Wisconsin Rapids, but we'll definitely be at the game, and we'll let you know, obviously, where it is. All right, Onalaska with the basketball. Tyrell Stutley in, and it's going to be tipped around and blocked, and Johnny Davis comes out of there with it. So the Red Raiders, Jordan Davis across the timeline. 17:25 to go in this second half. Central trying to advance and hold the lead. Onalaska trying to make what would be a very, very impressive comeback against the number 3 team in the state in the Central Red Raiders. Onalaska the 1 seed, Central the 2 seed in this bracket. Both teams battling it out in the first 2 meetings. Battling it out once again. Terrence Thompson in the post, going to work underneath for 2. Got it. Terrence Thompson leads the game in points. He's got 10. And the Central Red Raiders with a 33-17 lead, a 16-point lead for them. Onalaska Hilltoppers, Carson Arns gets it in for 2. That's going to rim out. Tipped around, still fought for it. I think we have a jump ball as McGrath hits the floor. Yep, it's going to go to Central. Yes, it's going to go to Central on the jump ball. So another example of a stop by the Central Red Raider defense. Jordan will bring it across the timeline with a 33-17 lead. And now we have a stoppage of play. Not as sure exactly here. But they are going to inbound here. They're going to inbound into Charlie Misavage. Gets to Jordan Davis, and we're back to play here at Central. Johnny, left side of Charlie Misavage. Charlie gets this to Brecken Austin. To Johnny Davis, top of the key, left side to Brecken Austin. Brecken into Terrence Thompson in the left post. Terrence Thompson back to Brecken Austin. Austin trying to get back to Terrence Thompson. Didn't work. Jordan to Johnny. Johnny, top of the key to Brecken Austin. He's near the half-court line. Charlie Misavage now on the left side for Central. Now all the way into Terrence Thompson, working on the 7-foot McGrath for 2. No good. Put back no good. Rebound on Onalaska. Dakota Mantle spins out of there across the timeline. Dakota Mantle with the basketball, trying to get it to Carson Arns, and does. Onalaska will set up their offense. Sam Kick thought about the three, drives, kicks it out to Carson Arns. Right side to Dakota Mantle for two. No good. Rebound fought for, and Jordan Davis comes out of there with it for Central. And they'll bring it down the court. The last couple of years, Central and Onalaska have played in this sectional semifinal. Onalaska has not been able to get over the hump of Central. So far, it kind of seems that way again. But plenty of time left, and Onalaska shows that they can buckle down to their defense. They've showed it all season long. We have a foul, I believe, on Carson Arns here with 15:26 to go. Yeah, it's going to be on Carson Arns. And Carson Arns called for his first, team's first. Team's only third of the game. It's only been 4 fouls in this basketball game. Brecken Austin with the basketball into Terrence Thompson. Thought about the two, now it's stolen away, and what have we got? A jump ball. That's going to go the way of the Onalaska Hilltoppers. So a steal there by the Onalaska Hilltoppers, so they'll take possession. Or turnover on Central, either way, however you want to slice it. Dakota Mantle across the timeline. Onalaska needs to score early and often in this second half. Dakota Mantle to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Sam Kick for 3. Off the rim, no good. Out of bounds, off of Onalaska, and the Red Raiders will inbound. Crowd thinking it went off of Charlie Misavage, but the referee was right there. He says it did not touch Charlie Misavage. And the Jordan Davis of the Central Red Raiders will bring it up the floor. Johnny, left side to Brecken Austin. He gets to Charlie Misavage. Now gets to Jordan Davis. Jordan by the free throw line, by the half court line, gets into Terrence Thompson to the post. Terrence Thompson going to work underneath. And for 2, no good, but he is fouled. We'll see who they call this foul on. He's going to shoot 2. That's going to be on Gavin McGrath. He was in foul trouble for the first 2 games that these teams played. But tonight's been obviously a different story, just not many fouls overall. Terrence Thompson good on the free throw. He's now got 11. He's got all 3 points of the second half for Central. And Devon Fielding will check in for Charlie Misavage of the Central Red Raiders. Terrence will shoot another free throw. Central doubling up on Alaska right now, 34-17. And, talking with Grant Bills, host of the Wisco Sports Show earlier on his show, we thought it'd be a close one. But this has turned into an impressive showing by Central, both on the offensive and defensive side. Sam Kick with the basketball. Top of the key to Carson Arns. Back to Sam Kick. Kick gets to Dakota Mantle. Inside to McGrath. Feeds it to Stutley for 2. Good. And Tyrell Stutley gets on the board in this second half. He's got 6, and it's 34-19. And as Onalaska tries to get a little bit of momentum here, as the fans that are allowed in are trying to make as much noise as they can. A little bit of a chance of a defense. Definitely not the, loud atmosphere that you got in the first 2 matchups between these two. 1,400 people were at that second matchup in February at Central High School. Well, as far as fan goes tonight, about 200 in here. That is 1/7, if my mental math is correct, of the crowd here tonight. Terrence Thompson gets to Fielding. Fielding, top of the key to Charlie Misavage. Brecken Austin, who gets it to Johnny Davis. Back to Brecken Austin. Right side to Fielding. Fielding, dribbling right side, gets it into Terrence Thompson. On the right block, now is going to get it out to Devon Fielding. Nearly intercepted, gets it to Jordan, gets it to Brecken Austin. Nice ball movement for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Sam Kick, and he'll slow it down for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. 34-19 Central with a 15-point lead. Dakota Mantle with it, 13-15 to go in the basketball game. Sectional semifinal action. All right, here we go. Onalaska with the basketball. Tyrell for 2. Block Terrence Thompson. Rebound no good. Put back no good. And a block from behind. And are they going to say a foul, though? All right, we are going to get a foul. And that is going to be on Johnny Davis. His first. Team second this half. Tyrell Stutley will go to the line. Tyrell Stutley went to the line earlier and was 0 for 2. Let's see if he can amend that right here. He is now 1 for 3 tonight with that made free throw. 34-20. Jordan Davis will check out. Devon Fielding, they might not check out. They are just talking to their coach, John Fergutt, over there. Second free throw coming up. Todd Fergutt still talking to Devon Fielding over there. Stutley, free throw, good. He makes both, so Tyrell Stutley with a couple of free throws. He's got 8, 34-21. Now a little four-court press here. They get it to Devon Fielding, who gets it across the timeline for the Red Raiders, and he'll slow it down and get it to Johnny Davis. Johnny with the basketball. Johnny has been limited to 5 points tonight. That is unheard of for him. And now he's towing the half-court line, and he didn't touch it. He did not touch it, say the referees. Now we have a blocking foul on Dakota Mantle. Coach Cole's beside himself. He thought he touched the half-court line, trying to run the half-court line. Of course, he can't go over and back. But Dakota Mantle called for the foul, his second. And Jordan Davis will inbound. And Noah Kalpin will give it to Jordan Davis. I personally did not think he touched the half-court line. I basically have a clear view of it. I personally did not, but other people think otherwise, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. Jordan Davis to Noah Kalpin. Gets to Johnny, to Devon Fielding. Fielding gets it all the way into Terrence Thompson. And he's stripped, now gets it back, now puts it up for 2. That's no good, too strong. Carson Arns comes out of there. Onalaska, down by 13. It's getting near crunch time. 12-12 to go. Sam Kick, down, baseline. Looking for someone. Gets to Victor Desmond. Thought about the 3. Now he's going to take it out to the top of the key and pass it to Dakota Mantle, who gets to Sam Kick. Nearly lost it. Gets it into Victor Desmond. Nice pass in the lane. Now gets it out to Dakota Mantle. Nearly lost it. Nearly an errant pass, but Dakota Mantle corrals it. He's between the circles. He gets it into Sam Kick. Back to Dakota Mantle, top of the key. Gets a screen from Victor Desmond. Now kicks it to Victor Desmond. Now he's going to go in between the Davis brothers and get blocked by Terrence Thompson. And Jordan Davis comes out of there with it. Central defense has been incredibly impressive tonight. Jordan gets to Johnny. Timeout Central. It is going to be a 30-second break. We are going to keep it right here on WKTY. Hunter Baumgart with you here from Logan High School, where the Central Red Raiders with a 34-21 lead on Onalaska. 11:29 to go in this second half. It's going to be crunch time here for Central. Want to thank some Sportscaster Club members, including Kratt Lumber, Mr. Electric, Schumacher Kish Funeral Home, Wafer, Balduzzi Lumber, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, Tostrud and Temp, and Brian Sandmeyer Insurance Agency. How do you define strength? Is it physical or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your student can be by encouraging them to participate in a sport when they attend high school. Message from WKTY and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports. The Aquinas girls basketball team playing in the state tournament tonight, as they are on WIZM. If you're looking for that game, Drew Kelly's got you covered there. He's at the Rush Center in Green Bay. So the the Aquinas girls trying to go for yet another state title. They are there for the 4th year in a row, going for the three-peat in state titles. Noah Kalpin now with the basketball as we resume play here at Logan. Central with a 13-point lead. Johnny drives baseline, kicks it out to Kalpin, but we're going to have a foul before Kalpin was able to get off the shot. We're going to see that is going to be on Hank Olson, checking into the game for the first time. And that is the 4th of the half on Anna. So Central will inbound. They get in Noah Kalpin, top of the key. Gets to Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis with the basketball gets to Jordan Davis. Jordan to Noah Kalpin. Winner to play either Hortonville or Mosinee on Saturday. Devon Fielding for 3. You betcha, go get you for Devon Fielding. He's got a couple of tray balls. He's got 8. And a 16-point lead for the Red Raiders at 37-21. Carson Arns, top of the key to Hank Olson. Right side to Dakota Mantle. Back to Hank Olson. Hank Olson into Dakota Mantle. Back to Carson Arns. Arns to Dakota. Mantle to Olson. Back to Mantle, top of the key for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Fought for, and we've got a rebound by Noah Kalpin. And Jordan Davis will bring it up the floor for Central. 10:30 to go in this game. Central with a 16-point lead. Onalaska being held to 21 points, which would be a massive season low if they, get around 30 here. Devon Fielding for 3. Again, Devon Fielding. And the Central Red Raiders have a 19-point lead, their largest of this sectional semifinal against the Onalaska Hilltoppers. It's Central 40, Onalaska 21. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more action. 10:14 to go in the second half. Central 40, Onalaska 21. You're listening to high school basketball on WKTY.
Crash. Ouch. You. Windshield. Face. Pain. Me. Terrified. Down. Slow. Maniac. Any of these words can be rearranged and combined in your own special way to use when you're in a car and your friend is driving recklessly. Because it doesn't matter what you say, just say something. Brought to you by the Ad Council and SpeakUpOrElse.com.
Welcome back to Logan High School. Sectional semifinal action here tonight. Central with a 40-21 lead over Onalaska. And Onalaska has been held to 21 points. Usually a team that scores, 60, 70, 80, 90 at times. Their average, they're 23-1. Their only loss coming to Minnehaha Academy, who, of course, Central lost to earlier in the year as well. But tonight they are in deep, deep trouble of their season being ended a little shorter than they wanted it to be this year. Hank Olson between the circles with the basketball, under 10 to play. Sam Kick into Tyrell Stutley, guarded by Terrence Thompson. Out to Sam Kick. Kick now gets it to Victor Desmond. Desmond gets it to Carson Arns. Carson Arns gets it right side to Hank Olson. Back to Carson Arns. Arns with the basketball to Sam Kick. Carson Arns with it on the left side for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. They get it to Victor Desmond. Now to Sam Kick. Right side to Hank Olson. Out to Sam Kick. Kick. Now out to Victor Desmond. They still just cannot get an open shot here. Tyrell Stutley all the way out to Hank Olson in front of me beyond the three-point line. Now Carson Arns will slow it down. Central bench loving the defense. Carson Arns gets it to Sam Kick. Kick, spin move, inside. Back to Carson Arns beyond the three-point line. Step back, three is swished. Nice job by Carson Arns for three. He had 22 to lead the Onalaska Hilltoppers in the last meeting. That's his first bucket of the night here at Logan High School. 40-24, 8:54 to go. It is now crunch time for the Hilltoppers. They got to play well on the defensive and offensive side of the ball the rest of this game. Terrence Thompson for two. High off the glass, no good. Onalaska tried to get the rebound, but Sam Kick hit it out of the hands of Hank Olson, and that's kind of describing the night that Onalaska has had here tonight. Just shooting themselves in the foot at times. Hank Olson checks out. Sam Kick, Dakota Mantle, Victor Desmond, Tyrell Stutley, Carson Arns in there for Anna. Austin, Terrence Thompson, the Davis brothers, and Devon Fielding out there for Central. Devon Fielding looking for someone to pass it to. A little more pressure here applied by Onalaska. Man-to-man, Johnny. Slam down. Drives baseline and slams it home. 42-24. Central with an 18-point lead. All right, Dakota Mantle gets to Carson for three. That's no good. It was a contested shot, and they're going to need to make some of those, obviously. Jordan Davis makes a move. Now falls down. Now Victor Desmond can't handle the fame, and now it's tipped away. And what do we have, a foul here? Victor Desmond trying to pick it up, and the heat of the moment got to him. But it stays with Onalaska. He's chuckling after that one. 7:59 to go in this second half. Central 42-24 over Onalaska. Dakota Mantle with it for the Hilltoppers. Gets the Sam Kick. Thought about the step back three, now gets it. A nice pass to Tyrell Stutley for two. That's no good. Underneath the basket, couldn't get it to go. And Central will bring it down. Coach Cole kind of putting his arms up like there's nothing I can really do at this point. Just missing some shots, and Central doing a nice job on the defensive side. Jordan Davis with the basketball, loses it and retains possession. Terrence Thompson regains possession, I should say. Johnny Davis now with it. And fakes the handoff to Devon Fielding, now just sitting with it in front of the Central bench. Near the half-court line. It's now nearly stolen away. What do we have, a foul here? I think it's going to be a foul on Johnny. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Johnny Davis. His second. Team's fourth of the half. fifth of the night. Sam Kick into Tyrell Stutley. Onalaska with it. Stutley, we have a push. I believe it's on Thompson. Who's it going to be on here? Might be on Johnny. It's going to be on Johnny. That's his third. Racking up a couple there quickly. 7:06 to go. Onalaska down 42-24 to Central. Thanks for anybody watching as well on our various platforms as we have an inbound, but I think we have a foul. Foul's quickly racking up three in the last minute here for Central. That's on Jordan Davis. That's they say that's his second. I had first, but they have second. So we'll go with second. Tyrell Stutley at the free throw line again. He's 2 for 4. He's now 3 for 5 as he's got that one. 42-25. Central with a 17-point lead. Onalaska will try to make some sort of comeback here in the last 7 minutes. Tyrell Stutley up and good. Not the type of game that we necessarily expected, but Central Red Raiders, they learned how to play against the Hilltoppers in those first two matchups. Johnny Davis inside for two, no good but a foul. 42-26 after Tyrell Stutley made those two free throws. And now Johnny will go to the line. Carson Arns called for the foul. That's his second. The two leading scorers from last game, Johnny Davis and Carson Arns. Carson Arns has 3 points. Johnny Davis with 5. It is unreal. Johnny misses the free throw. The way that if I would have told you before the game that Onalaska would hold, Johnny's got 7. My bad. But if I would have told you that they held in the single digits with 7 minutes left, would Onalaska or Central be winning? You'd probably guess Onalaska. Just how, Central sometimes goes as Johnny goes, but clearly showing tonight that not so much. Johnny Davis, free throw, good, and now Onalaska with it. Dakota Mantle to Sam Kick for 3. No good off the back iron. Johnny skies for the rebound, somehow saves it. Looking for the foul, doesn't get it. The crowd wanted it as well, but to no avail. But Central come out of there with it. Jordan gets to Johnny. Johnny with it, gets to Devon Fielding, right side to Brecken Austin. Central with a 17-point lead, trying to get to the sectional final on Saturday, which we'll have on WICM, assuming that Aquinas or Melrose Mindoro win in Green Bay. Brecken Austin gets it to Devon Fielding. Fielding between the circles for the Central Red Raiders. Gets to Brecken Austin in front of the Central bench. Drives baseline. Now puts it up for 2. It's going to be a charge on Brecken Austin. So they call an offensive foul. His first. 6:09 to go. I want to thank some Sportscaster Club members, including Remax Brandon Kane, Tiller Furniture, 5-Star Telecom, Played Against Sports, and Ace of Lacrosse. Thank you so much to them for being our Sportscaster Club members. Into Tyrell Stutley. Stutley for 2. Good. Finally gets that inside layup to go for Tyrell Stutley. And full court pressure applied. Jordan Davis trying to make a move. It's tipped away, and Jordan just keeps Victor Desmond out of the reach of the basketball, so it goes out of bounds, and Central will retain possession. 43-28. Central with a 15-point lead on Onalaska. Onalaska fans liking the full court pressure and aggressiveness of the defense. And they get it into Johnny, and it's going to be a foul. Push, Tyrell Stutley. His second. Team's 6th. Terrence Thompson saying to everybody on his team, just calm down a little bit. No reason to rush here. They get it into Johnny Davis. 5:44 to go. Central 43-28 lead. Johnny to Devon Fielding. Fielding gets to Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin near the half-court line gets to Fielding. Fielding tries to split the defender, and he's going to be fouled. I believe, is this going to be on Kick or? Yeah, it's going to be on Sam Kick. Sam Kick fall for the foul, his first. Team's 7th now. We had 3 total fouls in the first half. We now have 14 in the second half. Fielding's free throw. Bounces a couple times and misses. Fought for a rebound. Johnny almost secured it, but it comes out of there as Victor Desmond. And he gets it to Dakota Mantle. Mantle, top of the key. Thought about the 3. Now he's going to get it to Sam Kick, left side of Carson Arns. Carson Arns into Tyrell Stutley for 2. He's heating up a little bit. They've got it within 13. Tyrell Stutley, and Central going to call a timeout and talk things over as they try to finish this one strong. Remember, we are going to keep it right here for this one, 43-30. Remember, in the second matchup between these two, the one that Onalaska won 60-54 at Central just a couple of weeks ago, Central made 2 out of their last 11 shots. They missed 9 out of their last 11 shots in that game. So it's a matter of finishing strong for this Central team. The Onalaska Hilltoppers, they have some mental fortitude that they've been able to show in coming back in these basketball games, and we'll see if they can do it again tonight. Why should you consider becoming a WIAA licensed official? Because we always need people to step up and make these games happen. Without officials, there are no games. Officials are a vital part of educational athletics. They help kids learn the game and how to respect the game, its rules, and all the participants. We would like you to join the ranks that make these educational opportunities possible. So why don't you? Getting involved is easy. Go online to WIAAWI.org to apply to become a WIAA licensed official. Want to let you know also that tonight we found out that the state tournament will not be held at the Cole Center in Madison this year. They are looking at other possible venues. And Grant and I were discussing on the Wisco Sports Show before the game that it's possible that there might not be a state tournament, that these might be the last games here of the WIAA basketball playoffs. But we'll see. Everything's just up in the air at this point, isn't it? This game, of course, limiting fans to 110 to each team, and small crowd on hand here at Logan. Brecken Austin with it, under 5 to play. Central. We're at Logan, that's where we are. Central with a 13-point lead. Brecken Austin gets to Terrence Thompson. Terrence Thompson gets it into a cutting fielding, gets it into Johnny for 2 good. Johnny Davis with 9, and the Central Red Raiders with a 45-30 lead on the Onalaska Hilltoppers here tonight in this sectional semifinal. Onalaska with it. Carson Arns to Devon Fielding. Dakota Mantle. Now Carson for 3. Air ball, or it might have grazed the front of the rim. Now Johnny across to Terrence Thompson. Lost it. Got it back. Put it up. No good. Rebound Carson Arns. It was actually blocked by Carson Arns, and they get it to Dakota Mantle. Mantle, top of the key. Gets to Victor Desmond. Thought about the 3. Gets to Carson Arns. Crunch time here for Onalaska, and the fans can feel it. Onalaska trying to save their season, but they're going to have to make up 15 points in 4 minutes. Dakota Mantle, top of the key. Thought about the 3. Gets to Victor Desmond. Desmond going to try to drive in the lane. Now gets to Tyrell Stutley in the lane. He's fouled. Goes up for the shot, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. He's been able to go to the line a fair amount tonight. I believe he's shot 6 free throws. Jordan Davis called for his 3rd tonight. Nobody really in foul trouble. I mean, Johnny and Jordan both have 3, but with 3:51 to go, I would assume that they're probably going to finish this one out. Tyrell Stutley up and good. 45-31. Tyrell Stutley now has 13. Sam Kick coming in for Gavin McGrath of the Onalaska Hilltoppers. McGrath is scoreless in this basketball game. The 7-foot junior, 6'11 junior. I give him an inch with his hair, and he's 7 foot. Tyrell Stutley up and rims in. 45-32. Tyrell Stutley now with 14. They get it in full court press here. Terrence Thompson with it. 3:49 to go. Terrence Thompson gets it in to Jordan Davis. Jordan across the timeline. Double guarded. Gets it to Brecken Austin. Nice pass. Gets to Terrence Thompson beyond the 3-point line on the right side. Gets to the free throw line. Now kicks it out to Brecken Austin. Brecken Austin gets to Johnny. Johnny going to drive baseline. Johnny puts it up for 2. Good. What an athletic move by Johnny Davis. There's a reason he's going to Madison. And that is one of them right there. Over 2 defenders. 47-32 Central. 3. Victor Desmond. Short. Rebound Central. Brecken Austin. And he's going to be fouled by Dakota Mantle and the Central Red Raiders. Bench is loving it. Crowd is loving it. Johnny Davis looks at the crowd and starts clapping. Dakota Mantle's 3rd foul there. 8th on the team. And Brecken Austin will go to the line as we now have a 1-1 situation with both teams now in the bonus. So we'll be shooting free throws from here on out. It'll be 1-on-1 for a little while, or 1-and-1 for a little while, and then 2 free throws. Brecken Austin misses the free throw. Rebound on Alaska. They're going to need to score early and often with 3 minutes left about. Sam Kick in the corner, drives. Now tries to get it to Stutley. It's fought for, and what do we have? We have a, it's Central ball. I think Tyrell Stutley had the basketball or was touching it, and his feet were out of bounds, and therefore the ball went to Central. All right, Brecken Austin going to try to get it in. He does to Fielding. Fielding gets it to Brecken Austin, who is going to drive the baseline, the far baseline, far sideline. Gets into Terrence Thompson for two. He airballed it. Trying to get his own rebound, out of bounds on Onalaska. Airballed the layup. A rare miss by Thompson. Central retains possession, though. 47-32 Central. 2:54 to go. Johnny gets to Brecken Austin. And now he's fouled by Sam Kick. Sam Kick second. And there'll be more free throws by Brecken Austin. All right, Brecken Austin going to the line to shoot 1-1. Evan Gamoki coming in for Victor Desmond of Onalaska. All right, Brecken Austin at the line. Free throw no good. Rebound by Dakota Mantle. Gets it to right side to Carson Arns. Inside to Tyrell Stutley. Rejected by Terrence Thompson. Tried to save Jordan Davis as he's out of bounds. But Terrence Thompson saying no, no, no in the lane as he waves his finger to the ground. A very subtle wave of the finger by Terrence Thompson. Onalaska with it, Carson Arns. Gets it right side, Dakota Mantle for three. That's good. Dakota Mantle with nothing but the nets. And he's got 3 tray balls tonight. He's got 9 points, 47-35. Onalaska with the lead. Johnny Davis on the right side. Gets it in the free throw line and puts it up and in. Just cutting to the hoop and putting it up and in. Johnny has heated up in this second half. And he is slowly starting to rack up those points. Dakota for three. That's good. He's made back-to-back threes on possessions. He's got 12, all on three-pointers. It's 49-38, 11-point lead. And now we have a foul on, I believe, either Evan Gamoki or Dakota Mantle here. Shoved Brecken Austin there in the backcourt after the pass. Some intentional fouling here because Onalaska hoping that the Red Raiders can miss as much as they can at the line without the clock moving at all here. Brecken Austin will be at the line. He'll shoot 2. Free throw no good. So Brecken Austin not doing too well at the line tonight. Want to thank some Sportscaster Club members, including Mr. Electric, Firefighters Credit Union, Vernon Communications, and Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning. Free throw also no good. Onalaska brings it down. 2 minutes left. Crunch time. Gamoki three. That's off the rim. No good. He gets his own rebound. Dakota Mantle back to Gamoki. Thought about the three. Carson Arns for three. That's off the back iron. No good. Johnny the rebound. He's going to secure it and bring it down across the timeline into Terrence. Terrence puts it up and in. 51-38. A minute 38 to go. Fast-moving game now. Carson. Dakota Mantle. Left side. Sam Kick. Back to Dakota Mantle. Thought about the three. Sam Kick deep three. That's grazes the backboard and the net. And what do we got? Jump ball. Possession Central. 51-38. Terrence Thompson with that two inside. And now Central will inbound after the Onalaska misses. Central to inbound. Full court pressure. Fielding gets it. Fielding foul. And I believe this is going to be on, Evan Gamoki, his first. And Fielding is going to go to the free throw line. A minute 23 to go in this game, 51-38. Central with the lead, make it 52-38. As Devon Fielding makes the free throw. He's got 12. Free throw is up and good. 53-38. He's got 13 for Fielding. Central, 15-point lead, a minute 20 to go. They can smell, and Carson Arns looking for Kick, and Kick wasn't there. He throws it out of bounds. And Central takes over. They can smell a sectional final should it take place on Saturday. Johnny Davis across the timeline. Johnny gets to Jordan. Jordan to Fielding. Fielding to Johnny. Johnny Davis At the top of the key, we have a foul on Tyrell Stutley. Tyrell Stutley called for his 4th. The game on Saturday will be on WIZM at 1 o'clock. So we'll have it for you. I'll be with you for the sectional final game. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers will admit defeat here. They are going to sub out all of their lineup here, including the seniors who have contributed an incredible amount to this program. And Johnny Davis is at the line. Tyrell Stutley also joining him with Carson Arns, but the free throw is good for Johnny. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers sub out. Seniors include Hank Olson, Carson Arns, Tyrell Stutley, Dakota Mantle, Austin Larson, and Jacob Vaughn, along with Isaac Hellickson. Those are the seniors for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Checking out Misavage and fielding for Central. They'll be playing on Saturday. Of course, unless we have a cancellation, which we will keep you abreast of if that happens. Johnny, free throw, good. And Jordan going to sub out along with Johnny. And Central, they can smell it. They can feel it. They lost twice to Onalaska this regular season. They took both of those games, noticed what they did wrong, and now they will come back and beat Onalaska the 3rd time. And this 3rd time going to end the Onalaska season. 3 by Onalaska is no good. That one by Jacob Balk. And the rebound by Central is by Peyton Fife. And now Central will actually turn it over here. Onalaska will take it over. 55-38 the score. Central with a 17-point lead. 56 seconds left. Coach Fergus still coaching the heck out of his ball club, as you would expect from a high-level coach. Hellickson with the basketball. The senior getting some playing time. Getting it to Skemp. 2 no good. A rebound by Central, and that's Bennett Fried. Peyton Fife with the basketball. Top of the key is the Raider Nation. Chance come down here at Logan High School. Hank Olson across the timeline with 34 seconds left. Hank Olson looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it in for 2, and that is good for Austin Larson, the senior. And bringing it down will be Braden Cooper. He gets it to Fife. Left side to Fried. Fife, top of the key. Right side to Braden Cooper. And they will run out the clock. Peyton Fife and the Central Red Raiders, who lost twice to Onalaska in the regular season, 2-1, have beaten the Onalaska Hilltoppers, the top team in Division II. The upset has been pulled. 23-1 Onalaska goes down here at Logan High School. The Central Red Raiders will move on to the sectional final on Saturday, and we'll have it for you on WIZM. The final score from Logan High School, 55-40. The lead and the win by the Central Red Raiders. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with post-game stats after this. You're listening to High School Basketball on WKTY.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we going to do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not that far, sweetie.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already?
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver to Mom. I had no idea how hard it would be and what I would need to know. Things I never thought of, like how to improve her mood and ways for me to stay positive. Luckily, I found the Caregiving Resource Center from AARP. It had articles about the basics, but also information about the hurdles I was facing.
Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. Articles, tips, and tools to help you both care for your loved one and care for yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
If you're a sports fan, you can't afford to miss the Dan Patrick Show on WKTY. I knew you grew up in Tennessee. How disappointed that the Volunteers didn't recruit you.
Oh, extremely. That's like my dream school growing up.
They could use you, Malcolm.
I wish they would have, but I'm happy where I'm at now. And good.
When you told your parents that you were going to Navy, they served in the Army, I believe, for what was that conversation like when you say to mom and dad, "Hey, I know that you're Army. I'm going to Navy."
It was received a little bit better than I thought it would be. My mom was fully on board. My dad likes to,